Page number 10, we're going to start chanting. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Yamangalam dwadasahi Jaindayesu sadevaka Suttanam nadiga chandi Athade sanja mangalam Desidam deva devena Sabba baba vinasanam Sabba loka hidataya Mangalam Dambana Mahe Evam me Sudam Ekam Samayam Bhagava Savitiyam Viharati Jedavane Anatha Bindika Sarame Athakho Inyatara Devata Abhigandaya Radiya Abhiganda Vona Kevalaka Bang Jeta Vanam Oba Siddhawa Yena Bhagava Tenuba Sankami Uba Sankami Dawa Bhagavandam Abhiwa Didawa Ega Mandan Athasi Ega Mandan Tita Kho Sadevada Bhagavandam Kathaya Ajabasi Bahudeva Manosaja Mangalani Ajaindayo Agankha Mana Suttanam Barohi Mangala Modamam Asevana Jabalanam Pandidanam Jasevana Puja ja puja niyana edam mangala modamam Padiru badesa wa soja Bobeja kada punyada Ada sama panidija edam mangala modamam Baho sajanja seibanja Vineyoja suseikito Subha Sita Jaya Vaja Etam Mangala Modamam Mada Bidu Ubadhanam Buddha Darasa Sangaho Anagula Jagamanda Edam Mangala Modamam Dananja Dhammacariya Nyadagananja Sangaho Anavajani Kamani Edam Mangala Modamam Aradi Viradi Baba Majabana Ja Sanyamo Abama Doja Dhamesu Edam Mangala Modamam Karavoja Niwa Doja Sandotija Kadanyuta Kalena Dhammasavanam Edam Mangala Modamam Khandija Savas Jasada Samanananja Dasanam Kalena Dhammasa Gacha Edam Mangala Modamam Taboja Brahmachariyanja Ariya Sajjana Dasana Nibbana Sachikriyaja Edam Mangala Modamam Bodhasa Loga Dhamehi Jidayasana Kambadi Asogan Virajang Kemam Edam Mangala Modamam Eda Dizani Gadawana Sabata Mabrajita Sabata Sotenga Chandi Dante Sam Mangala Modamam Mangala Sodan Neti down Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu. So today, first day of new month, right? We have only for we are only for 2 weeks. So Bao Sajanja Saibanja Uniyoja Susekido Subasidaja Yawaja Edam Mangala Modamam. You already know that one by one or one after another, they are interrelated in our core condition, the interconnectedness of things. Similar to it, some are similar to it. Yesterday, Bahosajanja Saibanja, Bahosaja Mangala. So not yet done. We're going to keep discussing about it. 7 kinds of metta, 7 kinds of steps to get rid of kilesas, asava, mental defilements, the advanced state of mind. That are within our own mind. So the first point, the first method to get rid of, again you can see this is a not needed Pali Bhashan, this is a Pali Bhashan, Sapasawa Samvarat. How to get rid of mental defilements, 7 steps, really amazing. It is related to this point, Bahosaja Mangala, to have much learning. So the first point, seeing, dasana, represent for Sotapanna. Sotapanna, the first stage of noble one's mental, noble one, the enlightenment. Sotapanna. Sotapanna, they have already jnana, dasana, knowing and seeing wisdom. They are always online, never offline, right? They are always online. They are always luminous, the presence of mind. That's why they are always online, never online, because they have already closed. Never go back into lower direction. How nice. So that's the first point. Seeing dasana involves developing direct insight and right view, samadhi, primarily through understanding the 4 noble truths. By truly seeing and understanding the nature of suffering, its origin, samudaya satya. The nature of suffering, dukkha satya, its origin, samudaya satya. That is to say, tanha, lobha. Also, Indian language, right? Nowadays, tanha, right? The same, right? Tanha. How do you say when you get thirsty? When you are thirsty, how do you say? Thirsty, yeah. Tanha. Yeah. Dana, right? That's very important, right? And that's amazing because long time ago, right? This word, up to now, Indian local language, they use it, right? It's like dana. Yeah, dana, samudaya satya. It's a cause of dukkha, suffering. So by truly seeing, understanding the nature of suffering, dukkha, satya, its origin, dana, loba, its cessation, nirodha, satya, and the path to its cessation, Maka Satya, we are taking on in our present day life, especially in this place for that. One eradicates certain asavas. This math that is foundational. How nice. Jnana dasana. This is especially for Sotapanna, the noble one. And the next step, restraining. This is a restraining refers. You already know. You are learning about Vinaya, right? Now you are in studying Sikhiya, Vajidya. Oh yeah. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Anyway, all of this this point getting boss, all of training, Vinaya. So this refers to sense restraint, indriya samvara, mental faculty, which means maintaining control over the six sense bases. You know the sense bases: eye, ear, nose. Yeah, this is to be contact with their respective object, right? That is called bidama. We have already, so our service, abhidhamma, right? So practical way, not imaginary, not ism. Ism is just an English word, Buddhism, no ism. Think about it. A very practical way. So, I use some restraining, indriya, which means maintaining control over the six sense bases: eye, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind, to prevent unskillful mental states, kilesa. Ayoniso, manasikara. Many things are outside the outside world, sensual pleasures, right? But it depends on inside. That's why we need to clarify ourselves. What we are knowing is what kind of knowing. What we are looking at is what kind of object, right? Paramata object or samudhi saja object, or conventional object or ultimate object. We need to clarify ourselves, right? If we don't have clear comprehension about what we are seeing, that make us a problem. That makes us a problem. Taking objects is very important. That's what the Buddha says. So you should have faculty, mental faculty, indriya samvara, a kind of sila. So maintaining control over that six sense basis, any kinds of subject, any kinds of object: eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and mind. The standing point of being a world in our present day life. Seeing is seeing world. Hearing is hear world. Smelling is smelling world. That is our world. What is the world? We are the world. The famous one, right? Michael Jackson song. Cooperate to each other. We are the world. Because of seeing is seeing world. Hearing is hearing world. That is our world. Smelling is smelling world. Tasting is tasting world. Tangibility is tangibility world. And the idea is thinking about something. That's our world. We need to know that What we're thinking about is what kind of subject. Something from the past or something for the future. The thinking is just happening in the present moment, but different subject, right? Maybe something in the past. What we are thinking about is maybe something in the past or something for the future. But thinking is at the present moment taking place. Naturally happening. So that is a kind of Indriya Samvara Sila. Ideally, we should be mindful. We should be aware. We should be aware of what we are thinking, what we're doing, what we're speaking, what we're seeing, what we're hearing. In every single moment, that is our world. We are the world. There's a kind of taking care of ourselves as well as others. Simultaneously, right? Inside or outside. How nice. Simultaneously. That's why, actually, this Sutta, any kinds of Sutta, not only Sutta, Abhidhamma, Vinaya, much better going to discussion by versa, good answer, good question. Because you have already the books. And the books is just reading, right? But discussion, making question, good answer, good question, much better. Much better. But sometimes, because of the time, sometimes not enough, right? Sometimes not enough. Which means maintaining control over the systems, basically eye, nose, tongue, body, and mind to prevent unskillful mental states, greed, hatred, and delusions, mental darkness, the distorting working of ignorance, avijja in Bali. From arising upon contact with the sense objects. Contact, just contact. In Bali, phassa. Just contact. Communicate each other, one another. What is communicated? Actually not men or women. Seeing is just visible color, right? Just connecting with visible color. Seeing means seeing consciousness. Seeing consciousness, mental states. Mental states and material object connecting with each other. That is called Samudhi Sajja and conventional reality and Paramata Sajja, the ultimate realities, are taking place together, putting together. This is according to Rustanian, to get rid of, the way to restrain, to get rid of mental states, the advanced state of mind, mental defilements. That those steps, using, you already know that Pachawakana, Yoniso, Padisangha, Yoniso, Jivaram Padisevami, Padisangha, Yoniso, Pinda Badam Padisevami, Padisangha, Yoniso, Senasana, Padisevami. And that is using of allowable items, right? The four requisites. This is an essential point. Not only Buddhism, but also around the world, right? That's it. But what's different? Really amazing. What's different? Padisangha Yoniso means, that descendant in Panya, wisely reflected, being wisely reflected. So reflecting. So this method involves reflecting wisely on the appropriate use of the four requisites: robes, food, lodging, shelter, and medication. So the practitioner uses them only for their intended purpose. What for? We are putting on our robes. What for? So it's just simply for warding off the severe weather, right? Cold, heat, something like that. That is our reason to wear. And also eating what for? And also staying in the temple, shelter, lodging, or bedding, or goodie, just for protecting ourselves. Whether some kinds of insects like mosquitoes or gadflies, something like that. But everybody needs it, not only for Buddhist monks around the world, all the people around the world, or people or human or non-human, they need it. But different reflection, different way to use it. So the practitioner of Buddhist monks or nuns, bhikkhu, bhikkhunis, uses them only for their intended purpose to sustain the body for the spiritual path, spiritual attainment, not for indulgence. Oh, I eat. Sometimes that's a big problem, especially for me, personal point. Rasatana. People, it's not easy. It's not easy. On the way to practice, it's not easy. Indulgence. So, not for indulgence or adornment. Wise reflection prevents attachment and defilement. How nice, right? Prevents attachment, tanha, lobha, kilesa, and also defilements, kilesa. So this is the third point of getting rid of our own kilesa, our own the state of mind. Because kilesa is existent within our own mind. Needless to say it. So using the third point, the fourth point, enduring. I really missing this enduring kanti parami. Sukhiyodu. Sukhiyodu kanti parami. It's very interesting. Enduring. The enduring quality power is the practice of patience and endurance in the face of physical discomfort. Samani? In the face of severe weather, we need to prepare to protect by ourselves in a proper way, but being patient. We need to use being patient. Because our body is always, our life is always oppressed by incredible change. In every circumstance, fluctuation, you can see it, temperature, right? Fluctuation inside or outside, in our body or in our environment. Fluctuation, temperature fluctuation, plus and minus. There was nowadays, minus Canada, Alaska, Vancouver. So, plus and minus. Our responsibility is we should have patience, kandi paramis, a kind of perfections. Nothing can do it, nothing can help it, nothing can help it. Just using enduring, that's very important. So, in the face of endurance, in the face of physical discomfort, pain, harsh words, maybe some of people, they are showing what they have, their spiritual level. Maybe they can abuse. It doesn't matter, we have weapon already, kandi weapon, the weapon of patience, endurance. We have to use our weapon of kandi. No man. The problem is no man, no women. Just depends on spiritual level. That's why Bahosatya, to have much learning, is life's highest blessing. So, in the face of physical discomfort, pain, harsh words, and environmental difficulties, including severe weather, cold, heat, as well as hunger, hungry, and so on. Instead of reacting with anger or abortion. That's why, according to psychology, response and reaction different. Response is for positive. That is according to psychological point. But reaction is the negative points. That's why here explaining the reaction. Ideally, we should not react with anger, abortion. That's big problem. Whenever we have anger about something or someone, any kinds of case, we started set fire. We started setting fire by ourselves inside. That makes a big problem. Discomfort. That's why you should have patience. The virtues of patience. The practitioner bears these conditions through mindfulness. See? Through mindfulness. Mindfulness, whenever we have mindfulness or awareness, it can make us freedom from more anxiety, or worry, distraction, disturbances. And you will come across that during the meditation practice, mindfulness of breathing. You will come across that. This mindfulness is our real home that can give us security all the time. Wherever we go, wherever we are. Mindfulness. That's why the Buddha said that satipatthana. So the four foundations of mindfulness are mindful contemplation of the body, mindful contemplation of feelings, mindful contemplation of the state of mind, mindful contemplation of the phenomena. New Delhi nowadays, right? Where the Buddha talk about it. It's New Delhi, India. How nice. Mindfulness. I already told you mindfulness itself is what purifies. Regarding this point, you can see that purity does not exist within a tradition, within a religion, and within a method. It's our lives and its practice and its applications. How nice. Through mindfulness, the practitioner bears these conditions through mindfulness, preventing the arising of mental anguish, mental suffering, mental disease, mental sickness. And the next point, avoiding. That's very important, avoiding. That's why we have to use it physically unavoidable, but mentally we have to avoid. We have to make a good try avoiding of bad qualities, bad situation, unbeneficial situation. Sometimes are best dealt with by simply avoiding certain situations. People who are going to wrong way or depravity. We have to avoid of them. but physically unavoidable. That is from time to time, not always. But mentally, we can avoid of them. Some ones who are taking the way to depravities are beneficial for himself as well as others. Nothing much beneficial. Mentally, we can avoid it. That's why this point is avoiding. Avoiding to get rid of our own defilements. People or places. Places are some the air pollution, somewhere, air pollution. It makes us disturbance of our good health. So we need to avoid it. Places that are known to trigger unskillful states. Trigger unskillful states. Unskillful is, a kind of resultants, consequences from a lack of training, from a lack of good training. Just a resultant unskillful states about it. That's why I told you, I usually say that we need to be prepared for what we want to do or for sharing our knowledge of Dhamma. That's very important. Here, unskillful states always comes out so fast without having mindfulness in our own mind. That are known to trigger unskillful states. This can include avoiding dangerous paths and wholesome companions, friends. Provocative discussions or comments. when you use online media, some media, you can see, right? You can see it. Provocative discussion or provocative discussion. Actually, provocative. This method involves, this is the next point, removing. Vinaya, removing. Number 6, removing. Removing, the qualities of the ability of removing, or the capacity of removing this method involves actively removing or dispelling arisen unskillful thoughts or states of mind through concentrated effort. Concentrated effort means sama, vayama, right effort, right endeavor. Techniques might include applying an antidote thought, remedy. How nice. Huh? Page number 13. Page number 13. Page number 13. So antidote, a kind of antidote, remedy, according to medical science. There's a kind of, Dhamma is medical science. How to deal with our own mind, our mental suffering, our mental sickness. Kilesa is mental sickness, mental suffering, mental disease, mental distress or distraction. So include applying an antidote thought, focusing on a different object or redirecting one's own attention from wrong way to right way. Here, just turning towards the object. Here, turning towards the object. Right? Lower direction and upper direction. The last one, number 7, developing bhavana, meditation. That's why already mentioned above. This refers to the systematic cultivation of skillful qualities. How nice. Skillful qualities means a kind of result from well-trained mind. Resulting from well-trained mind. Skillful qualities and mental states, particularly the development of meditative concentration samadhi, jhana samadhi. How many samadhi here? How many kinds of samadhi here? Sukhi or 3. Upachara samadhi, neighborhood. Neighborhood means next to jhana samadhi. And khanika samadhi, jhana samadhi, 3. Some more yogis, they don't want to go into jhana. That's why they have khanika samadhi, momentary concentration, serenity, momentary concentration. But actually, that samadhi is a high level, not basic level, high levels. Because they have energy, full of energy, but they don't want to get into mental absorption, jhana samadhi. So degree is the same level, but different qualities. Degree, the same degree. Upachara samadhi, neighborhood, concentration power, or neighborhood means next to jhana. But according to personal preference, personal dispositions, they don't want to get into jhana. That's why they, by means of using that khanika samadhi, upachara samadhi. Now, that is metaphorical term. Upachara means metaphorical term, like a simile, right? Simile. A figure of speech. In Pali, upachara. Actually, upachara means next to jhana, before entering to jhana. That is called upachara samadhi. Khanika samadhi means just figure of speech or metaphorical term according to science or language, but not actually upachara samadhi. Because upachara means neighborhood. So next to jhana. Yeah, close to jhana. Much better. Close to jhana, much better. So khanika samadhi means it has no ability to get into jhana. But the standing point is, think about, the standing point is the same level, like a mapping, topography or geography. So bordering, right? Bordering. And so khanika samadhi is not available to get into jhana. That's why they make a good try, go into vipassana. But what's different? Hard and easy, different. Jhana samadhi is in the commentary. The commentator said that, like taking the boat. to get in to get the other shore, to get the other shore. But Kanika Samadhi means like a swimming. What's different? Think about it. Yeah, that's right. Different power, different clarity to see what's happening. Think about it. It's hard. It's not easy. Much better get into. So because of next to it, well, our responsibility is just to just keeping on, keeping going on. Think about it. But next to it, think about it. And when you have jhana means represent Brahma war. You are sitting meditation physically here, but mentally jhana. Where? Brahma war. Your qualities, your mental quality is staying in the Brahma war. Think about it. No more obstacle at that time, the first jhana. No more disturbance, no more obstacles, no more hindrances. How nice. Just taking the boat. Just taking the boat. Yeah, both. Yeah, that's good, fine. All the way. It's similar to Hindu, the way to practice Hinduism. Hinduism also jhana they have jhana. Like as I told you, Swami Vivekananda, yeah, because they are a long time ago. We cannot see it in person, but just heard about it according to research, the teachings, Indian teaching. The Buddhism or Hinduism, or both of them are inside India. What we are saying is we are not original, including accents, different. Original accents and Indian accents are right because of science of language. Thana, payada. Karana, right? 3 points. Like playing guitar or Indian lute, right? 3 points. That is a science of language. We are gone already, right? Pataruba said we are gone already. The initial point of it. Huh? Payachana Bodhi, yeah. Payachana Bodhi, yeah, similar to it. So how to make us, how to produce a sound. Who make it? Not who make it. Here, in my hand, is that voice? Because I'm willing to make it. Willing to make it and receiving and hitting. Right? 3 points. This is how to make a voice. The sound is sound. The sound is a kind of rupa, materialities. But secondary feature, not Mahabhuta, not primary, secondary feature. Primary is here, receiver. Receiving items and hitting items. Both of them are rupa, materiality. But secondary feature, not primarily. Both of them are not secondary. Primarily, because of the 4 kinds of elements. Right? The 4 kinds of elements. That is called primary elements. Essential, the great essentials. Primary feature, primary elements, materiality. But the sound is here. There's no more the sound. Not already the sound. There's no already the sound. The 3 points, right? Psychologists, maybe some are, maybe according to Upachara, Neya Upachara. Western psychology and the basic level the same. But the high level, the deeper and deeper, not the same. In Buddhist way, the Asian or Indian psychology is deeper and deeper. But basic level the same. Psychology, philology, psychology, Yodi Beda. In Western the same. Just different usage, expression. So this point is very important. Moving the method involves actively removing, dispelling the reason and skillful thoughts and states of mind through concentrated effort, right endeavor, right effort. A kind of samadhi group. So the training in higher concentration, according to the 3-4 training, techniques might include applying an antidote thought, focusing on different objects, or redirecting one's own attention, or bending back of the light of cognition upon the expression subject, right? Upon the expression subject. I usually say that Sugi Odu, what I call, I usually say that shift in tension. You got it, shift in tension, or changing the object, the direction, changing directions. So the last one, developing bhavana meditation, this refers to the systematic cultivation of skillful qualities and mental states, particularly the development of meditative concentration, samadhi, and insight, vipassana. 2 techniques. How nice. Yeah, Bodhisattva and Sammasambuddha. Any Sammasambuddha or the fully enlightened one or awakened one, the properly awakened one. They go into all the way. They go through all the way. 2 kinds of techniques. That's why they are called omniscient, sapinyutta. Sabinyuda, omniscience. That is a Greek word, Greek term, huh? Or Latin. Omnit and science. Omnit means everything. Science means knowing. Omniscience, everything knowing. That is called Sammasambuddha, Sabinyuda. Then Sammasambuddha is just going to taking the boat. Taking the boat. Then they go out there. Serenity power, luminous power, more than this light. More than this light. Serenity power. That's why, the way to practice, according to the way to practice, you have to spread out the light. But little by little. So your home base is this right under the nose, right? Touching point. And you have to spread out and the whole body. And the body, the light is the whole body. You cannot see the body yourself. And also you cannot see the ceiling or the building, the shadow, or also anyone. Just only light. Light is just depends on personal attention. Some like white color, some are white color, some are red color. The light. But the light stronger. Strong is you cannot see at that time. Including group meditation. Including group meditation, people, a lot of people around you, sitting meditation like you, but you cannot see that at that time. Because all of them covering the light. Covering by the light. environment. And also, we cannot see our body. Then it's really our jhana samadhi. But Kanika samadhi, not like that. Kanika samadhi, no. It's not easy to realize. So, Prijasmobhada and dependent on origination or seeing the Four Noble Truths is not easy because of dim light. Dim light, jhana samadhi, strong light, strong luminosity. That's why Upachara samadhi, both of them are Upachara samadhi level. They gain, but just bordering, right? They stop. One is stop, Kanika samadhi. Who takes the way to Kanika samadhi? Kanika momentary concentrations. They stop that border. They don't want to pass through jhana. That's why they just choose. They prefer to choose Kanika samadhi, momentary concentration, and keep going on from that point and keep going on vipassana. That is a kind of quantum mechanics, like drinking coffee, right? Instant coffee. How many items? How many ingredients? At least 3 in 1. It's like that, right? So many items in a unit, and also according, in the similar to quantum mechanics, physics law of physics, like making H bomb, right? H bomb. Nuclear physicist. Similar to it. Basic level the same. But Abhidhamma is more, deeper and deeper, in detail, thoroughly study. But you can see it by means of your practice, by yourself. In the network of wisdom, that separation meditations automatically comes out. Your responsibility is just seeing it, all the way seeing it. Yeah, you're gonna want to. You don't want to sleep all the time. So many hours. Some people they usually make at the time. Some people they like making resolution. There are periods for that meditation. Aditana. So making resolutions for hours, many hours. But for them, so fast. Time is so fast. Not long. They feel that some yogis they feel that they don't have enough time for getting into mental absorptions or jhanas ecstasies. Bottom to top, top to bottom, the whole body is lighter and lighter, fresher and fresher, including luminosity. Yeah, this is the point. The last point. This point, the last point. Bhavasacha Mangala. That's why it is conducive to do meditation for you, knowing about this point. This is the way to get rid of mental defilements, the actual practice for your practicing. Yeah, two ways. You can choose as you like, right? You can choose as you like. But your first question is Sammasambuddha or Buddha. Every Buddha has both techniques. Both are techniques. They usually take both are techniques. So the positive development strengthens the mind, meditations deepen. So through meditation, through mindfulness of breathing. So making it resilient to the asavas, disturbance of kilesa. and leading to liberation, one's own liberation. Nibbana, in this very life, in every single moment, you can see it during the practice of mindfulness of breathing. So, any question, please, about Satya Mangala? Now it's already done. About Satya Mangala. So, in this stanza, 4 lines. There are 4 lines. Now, the first line already done. Any question, please, Samane? Yeah. Thank you so much. Suki Odu. All right, we are moving on. The next line. Sait Pancha Edamangala Modamam. No. To be skilled in crafts, knowledge of the earth and crafts. There are 2 types of craft. Includes any twists that do not cause harm to others and are devoid of the unwholesome, such as the work of a jeweler, a goldsmith, and so forth. This is a blessing, life's highest blessing, because it leads to good in the present world. The next page. The craft or the comfort. You understand the comfort? What does it mean? Means the comfort means being skillful, making requisites such as designing and sewing ropes, baking bowl, etc. What does it mean? What does it imply? Going forth. The comfort. You. It refers to you, or Buddhist monk, the monk. So what the comfort is according to grammatical ways they translate it, but actually represent for Buddhist monk. That's why their job is, their responsibility is what need to do. So you can learn about how to swing ropes. I noticed that in this country, many monks or younger monks, all they're skillful. They know how to swing. In accordance with the Vinaya, the rule of training for the Buddha, by the Buddha, given by the Buddha. To be honest, I cannot do it. I cannot do it. No, it's not easy. According to Vinaya, the making a path. Channels, making a channels, at least 5 channels, 5 paths. So making 5 paths. Think about it. But in this country, especially where I'm living, mostly they can't do it well. Now you can see my ropes, so they can't do it. They made it for me so fast. I really appreciate that. This is according to Vinaya, rule of training given by the Buddha. I really appreciate that. It's a flying way, practical way, Vinaya. Not only studying, but also practicing in their present-day life. So the craft of the comfort means bhikkhu, the monks, means being skillful, making requisites, such as, or skillful about Vinaya, rule of training, in a practical way, not only theoretically, but also practically. Not only theoretical perspective, but also practical perspective, especially in this country. That's amazing. Huh? I really appreciate that. They are adorable. They are adorable Buddhist monk. Such as designing and sewing ropes, more difficult, the outer ropes. The outer ropes are more difficult, right? Outer ropes are difficult. It's not enough to only five parts of it. Maybe 9, at least 9. Some are more, or 50, or so difficult. But they know where. And maybe you can. You. Yeah, so difficult, so difficult. The Buddha gave us an example, like a field, right? Like a field. Like a field, advice to Venerable Ananda. So Ananda, can you do it? Ananda is so smart. Yes, Venerable Sir, I can do it. Oh, so fast. And also, not only Ananda, in all this, you can visit there. You can visit there. Maybe come along with me. So adorable Buddhist monks. Younger one. Not senior one, junior one. So respectful, so humble. Mutually respect all the time. Not only for elder ones, senior ones, but also junior ones in each other. Oh, they are so lovely. Yeah? So the Buddha has praised these types of craft here and there. Oh, nice. Here and there, as in one of the protected qualities. Again, a bhikkhu is careful. You see here the word Pali bhikkhu. And also the first line is gunta gumfort. It's according to grammatical way. So two kinds of translation, grammatical perspective and dialectical way. What we are talking about is dialectical way, right? Dialectical way. In Pali, Desiya, right? Desiya or Vyakarana. Vyakarana means discussion vice versa, rather than grammatical way. The Buddha has praised these types of craft here and there as one of the protective qualities again. A bhikkhu is careful and diligent in attending to the diverse chores that are to be done for his fellow monks. As Venerable Ananda, he has a lot of knowledge. And also he is a keeper, keeper Dhamma. What about is taught by the Buddha? Mm-hmm. Venerable Ananda, unbelievable, so smart. So the diverse chores that are to be done for his fellow monks, he possesses sound judgment about them in order to carry out or arrange them properly. Nowadays we can see it's a general managing director, right? Managing director, and in Thailand. In Thailand, I found that the monks or lay people, they are really nice about doing teamwork. Teamwork is very nice. Like America. American would say that no I in a team. Suki Odu. No I in a team. How nice. In community, any kinds of community, any kinds of organization, no I. Pali Adda, Hindi, Atama, Islam, rule. Rules. Arabic language, rule. Rule means Atta, Atama. The same. Just different how to deal with it, right? Just different how to approach a study teaching. That's it. The problem is that Atama or rule. Not man, not women. You got it. by me start learning about Mangala Sutta. The theoretical way, yeah, theoretical way. We need to keep going on a practical way, or get into lab room, our meditation, our body, our life is itself meditation, lab room. So he possesses sound judgment about them in order to carry out or arrange them properly. How nice, community, including you. You are knowledgeable ones. I really appreciate that. I don't know how to do it as a computer or a telephone. You know well. So I really appreciate that. You are a good one. Also, you are right one because of the way you are taken to. Needless to say, or no deniable. Keep going on. I really appreciate that. So, since a bhikkhu is careful and diligent, this too is a quality that serves as a protector. This should be understood to be blessings because it leads to well-being. How nice. You are going to. Your qualities leads to well-being and happiness, both. Both words for both oneself and others. How nice. Oh, such a mangala. Suki Hodu, any question, please? Anyone? Somebody? All right. We're gonna move. We're going to move on the next line. So, to be Kidwin Club is life says a blessing, and also Winayocha Suseki door. The number 3 lines, and it's the same, in the same stanza. Winayocha Suseki door, highly trained in disciplines, or to be well trained in moral conduct, especially Vinaya for Buddhist monk. Parimokha, Samrasila, and Bhikkhuni, Bhikkhuvadu. My donors, they are couples, ladies and gentlemen, always come to work on Snam Chai. Thai ladies and Thai gentlemen, they can recite, they can memorize Bhikkhu Badimao, Bhikkhuni Badimao, both of them. Oh my goodness, both of them. Gentlemen and they are couples, A gentleman can do it, can recite, memorize Bhikkhu Badimao and Bhikkhuni Badimao. And also the ladies, his ladies, can do it, memorize it. Both of them, Ubado Vibhanga in Bali. Ubado means both. Rule of training. Both are rule of training given by the Buddha. Vibhanga means analyze. Analysis of both are rule of training given by the Buddha. How nice. The lady here can do it. Oh, memorize. And also, gentleman. I believe she said. Their Sutta is high, right? They are accomplishing the teachings of the Buddha is higher and higher. Think about it. Parami. Vinaya Suzuki-do. He has especially for the Buddhist monk. And also not only Vinaya, but also in our world. Western culture, cultural value, I already explained. Any kinds of cultural value, we need to understand. I told you about one of my experiences. One of the monk who can give the talks taken around the world. But he knows, he doesn't know, he didn't know universal cultural value. That's why he used body language. The middle point, think about it. Oh my goodness, at that time, I recommended, oh, sir, don't do it. He gave it a toss, but using middle point, his hand. It's cultural value. No, that's not right way, wrong way. Really? Oh my goodness, in front of audience. That's why, according to Wineo Chasusekido, not only body mock, but also we need to learn about global cultural value. Think about body language, think about it. He used middle point, middle finger. That's terrible. That's terrible. I saw, all right, I right away, come on. No, that's not the way. That's not the way. That's why we need to respect all kinds of cultural value. Very important. In the duration of giving Dhamma talks. Oh my goodness. So this discipline too is divided into two types. The discipline of lay people and that of the gun for as follows. The discipline of lay people is abstinence from the 10 causes of unwholesome karma, already explained, right? Dukkha, the same. The 10 kinds of dukkha. Somebody, you remember this point? Remember this point? Sukhi or do? The opposite point, two kinds of opposite points. The 10 kinds of bad qualities, the 10 kinds of good qualities, opposite point. The same meaning, the same point, the different usage. Abstinence from the 10 causes of harmful karma, such as refraining from killing living beings, etc. And practicing respective duties in Singalo Vara Suttas. This is a significant sutta for this point. How nice. You can study it by yourself anytime. And following the country laws. See? Following the country laws. Multiple cultural values. We need to know it. We need to learn about it. But nowadays it's good for learning anything about it. What we really want to know because of technology hides. That's pretty much beneficial. Technologies nowadays like AI, right? AI Mahayana in Taiwan. Mahayana sent the letters about AI. Maybe 10 pages you can read about the free download. You got a free download. AI. Some of that this is difficult to translate according to grammatical ways. It's not easy, not right way. AI told me, you can see the letters. Okay, I really appreciate you. Okay, no problem. And I'm discussing AI. I really appreciate you. You are pretty much beneficial in our world. It doesn't matter. Okay, just different point of view. You are so curious. AI told me. You are so curious. Anything about it? You're so curious. A lot of questions. I may get a lot of questions. Deeper and in detail. AI. Yeah, it really means the technology very nice. That is, AI is made by human power. Think about it. To communicate one another, how to make it beneficial in our world, or one after another, or one to another. Really amazing. I love it so much. So abstinence from the 10 causes of unwholesome karma, such as refraining from killing living beings, etc. Practicing the respective duties in Singala Vada Sutta. And also it is a Sinasana Vada. Also, this point, right? Practice the respective duties, cleaning in our environment or in our room. And then following the country laws, there are cultural values, including cultural values. And being well trained here in this is a blessing because by not falling into defilements or delineating the excellent qualities of refined conduct, our beings are led to well-being and happiness in both worlds. How nice. You can see what's different. What's different? The 10 kinds of unwholesome qualities and the 10 kinds of good qualities. This is explaining. I already explained. That's why the first point is I'm explaining more and more, right? More and more. That now you got it. You got it easily, so we can keep going on easily and taking a boat. No need to swim. No need to swim. No need to swim. No matter how wide ocean, the ocean of our lives, ocean of our lives, no matter wide it doesn't matter. It's easy for us. But we saw clearly comprehension about what we are learning, studying, and talking. The discipline of the gone forth, abstinence from committing any of the 7 classes of offenses. That is, you are attending 2 p.m. class, right? We need a class. Yeah, this. How nice. You already know that. You have already know, and also you are ready to believe in the teachings you are learning. Abstinence from committing any of the 7 classes of offenses, practicing the fourfold purification of good behavior, observance of the monastic rules, by means of faith, Sutta Chitasika, Samane. Faith in the teachings, the Buddha's teachings, universal message, or comprehension universal message is called in Pali Sutta Chitasika. Meanings, comprehension the teachings, the Buddha's universal message, a component of mental factors. Chitasika. Sutta is very important. We need to use this as a stepping stone. As a stepping stone, Sutta. Sutta is the key to liberate. Initial point of opening the key to liberate ourselves. Without believing anything, how can we gain it? How can we get inside? Think about it. Sutta. But it's not easy, Kamasakata Samadhi is not easy. It's not strong. It's not enough. Think about it. That's why I prefer to use this scientifically, technically, practically, systematically, canonically. Canonically means authentic way, right? Authentic way. Not adding new ways, not adding any kind of new way. So, faith Sutta, restraint of 6 sense of faculties in the samvara. By means of mindfulness, here you can see that. By means of mindfulness or sati. In Sanskrit, like sati, satri, satri. S-T-R-I, satri, Sanskrit, sati. In Pali, sati, Sanskrit, a little bit different, but the same meaning. Satri, satri. Sati. But the pronunciation is the same, but spelling is not the same, right? Spelling is not the same. Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm on the tip of my tongue. Restraint of the six sense faculties by means of mindfulness or states, purification of livelihood. It's really important, including you like going to paint a bat? Armstrong taking a round by some Armstrong, taking a Armstrong. Yeah, that's very important. That is this point, right? Livelihood. Some ajiva for Buddhist monk, especially for Buddhist monks taking a Armstrong. Really amazing. Samadhi the good deities love you and taking care of you wherever you go, wherever you are. By means of effort or virya, and a wise reflection. Here, wise reflection means the same wise attention, yoniso manasikara. Wise reflection of the four requisites by means of wisdom. You can see wisdom and panya, synonym, identical. Both of them are yoniso manasikara or panya or jnana or vicha. They are synonymous, identical. And one attains arahantship based on this discipline, therefore highly trained discipline should be understood as a blessing, since it is a cause for achieving mundane and supramundane happiness. Yes, supramundane, not the spelling not right. Supramundane, not supermundane. Supramundane happiness. Mistyping. It is the discipline of lay people, discipline of the comfort. The last page. Any question, please, about this line? Any question, please? Chikama. Venerable Chikama. No question, please? Suki Odu? Any question, please? Okay. We're going to move on to the next line. In the same sutta, in the same stanza. Subhasita jaya vacha edam mangala modamans. To a speech that is well spoken, life-size blossom. Well spoken speech. The Buddha mentioned the well spoken speech in the Subhasita Sutta, the significant sutta, that a well spoken speech consists of 4 factors. All of you know that. If that speech is of these 4 factors, that speech is well spoken, not badly spoken, and it is blameless and irreproachable by the wise one, Pandita. They are what? Take a look. Speech which is well spoken, not bad spoken. Speech which is Dhamma, not non-Dhamma. Non-Dhamma means Adhamma, the opposite point. Non-Dhamma means you can take a note that without having something, teaching, without having the Noble Eightfold Path. That is called non-Dhamma. As you can get it. You can take a note. Easy to take a note. So speech which is pleasing, not displeasing. Speech which is true, not lies. Subhasidam Odamamahu Sando Dhammambane Nadamandam Tudiyam Piyambane Nabiyandam Tadiyam Sajambane Naligandam Chatutandi. What is the word spoken? It's best to say, speak Dhamma, not non-Dhammas. That is second. Speak what is pleasant, not unpleasant. That is third. Speak the truth, not lies. That is fourth. So, the first to fourth, 4 items. It is explained by the 4 items according to commentaries about this Subhasita to a speech that is well spoken. Another way, a speech which is devoid of these following four speeches is called a well spoken speech. Musawara already know that. For speech or line, pisuna wacha, divisive speech or separating others by speech, like a backbiting. And prusawacha, rude or harsh speech. Samaplapa, vain, frivolous or useless talk. Another way, 5 factors of well-spoken speech. Kalinaja, basida hoti, speech that is timely, that is on time, timely. Sajaja, basida hoti, speech that is true. Sanaja, basida hoti, speech that is gentle or softly. Adasamidaja, basida hoti, speech that is beneficial. Medda chaitena, basida hoti, speech that is loving kindness. Next page. Any question? No? Next page. The Buddha classifies speech which he utters and which he does not. The gist of which is as follows. Speech that is untrue, incorrect, unbeneficial, and it's also unwelcome and disagreeable to others. He does not utter. Never. This is for the Buddha. Speech that is true and correct, yet is unbeneficial. And it's also unwholesome and disagreeable to others. He does not utter. Never. Speech that is true, correct, and beneficial, but it's unwholesome and disagreeable to others. He is selective about uttering. Speech that is untrue, incorrect, and unbeneficial, yet is a welcome and agreeable to others. He does not utter. Never. Speech that is true and correct, yet is unbeneficial, even if it is welcome and agreeable to others. He does not utter. Never. Speech that is true, correct, and beneficial, and it's also welcome and agreeable to others. He is selective about uttering. You can see that it depends on spiritual level, people, a person, personal preference, personal disposition, spiritual level. Just different situation that is prepared to get the good qualities about the mind and not prepared, not yet prepared. That is, we cannot have it. Sabesada, kamasaka, right? Sabesada, kamasaka. But it depends on those who are ready to learn about, are ready to accept about the good qualities about the mind, it's universal message. So these well-spoken speeches are already included in discipline, but here it should be understood as teaching the Dharma to others. This is called a blessing because it leads you to well-being in every moment, in every single moment, up to gain Nibbana. And happiness in both worlds, as well as Nibbana, final liberation, one's own liberation, as it is said. Yam Buddha Basadi, Wajam, Keman, Nibbana, Patiya, Dogasanda, Kiriyaya, Sawe, Wajana, Motamati, according to commentary, Miss Sauda, especially the collecting of this point, it's going to pick and Sutta, the Sutta Nikaya. The speech that the Buddha utters for the attainment of Nibbana, the secure, how nice this point, secure, kema in Bali, kema. For making an end to suffering. The way to end suffering that we are taking on is indeed the supreme speech. This is a display about 5 factors of well-spoken speech. Any question, please, this point? Sumedho? Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Mm. Yeah. So you want to know that point, right? 10.4.6, right? Yeah, that's a good point. Because of time process, as time schedule, the Buddha knows well what he needed, right? Not extra one. No need to give extra one because of confused, make it confused. That's why it's selected as he needed, just as he needed, selected. Yeah, both of them are beneficial. You see, right? Welcome already, welcome and ready to accept. But selective means, both of them are selective means not all of it, all of wholesome. How much he needs, personal, spiritual level, personal preference. The one who received from the Buddha. That's why both of them are correct and beneficial and welcome. But the Buddha selected because of his personal disposition. Some people, like Venerable Sariputta. You know, Venerable Sariputta gives one monk, a new monk, newcomer monk, to give guidelines to practice meditation. He gives Asubha Bhavana. But the newcomer is, what he likes is the beautiful flowers. Because he is a goldsmith. He is goldsmith. That's why he doesn't like an attractive object. Attractive object he chooses. He prefers to choose an attractive object. But it's not much about what the Venerable Sariputta, what the Venerable Sariputta gives and what he likes is totally different. See, the situations, both of them are already welcome. Sariputta and that goldsmith. Welcome, newcomer monk. Welcome. Already ready to accept the Dharma. But different object, what he likes, what he dislikes. But Sammasambuddha, the fully enlightened ones, not the same the other hand. He knows where exactly, he knows what right time, how to give. That's why he is slightly about uttering, even though they are already welcome and accepting already. But he selected what kind of points he should give to that newcomer monks. The Buddha, that Venerable Sariputta, he informed the Buddha about this. But actually not Venerable and Sariputta, that newcomer, the monks. I don't like this object. The Venerable Sir, please give me guidelines. Another point. The Buddha already knows that because of omniscience, Sabbanyuta Jnana, Pasastra Sabbanyuta Jnana. That's why the Buddha gave beautiful flower. And that beautiful flower fading, withering. And blossoming to getting down. You see your beautiful where beauty? The Buddha said that. Where beauty? Oh, getting down. And perishing, one after another. See? That's why it's flooded. He's a Sabbanyuta Jnana. He is Sabbanyuta Jnana. He is possessed of omniscience. You got it? But both are already. But his flooded point, what kind of subject he have to give. He knows where, the Buddhas, he knows what. But the other hand, cannot. What or when or how or rightly, exactly, the Buddha knows that. Yeah, that's a good point. According to sequential practice, one after another, I usually say that without skipping anything, sila, moral purity, you need that. You can see it by yourself in the duration of meditation, in your present day life, or including the time of taking an Armstrong. You should be aware of what you are knowing, what you are seeing. And then you can accumulating wholesome unification consciousness. Wholesome unification consciousness. All the way to gain jhana samadhi, to the second point, secondary level, right? Sila is primary level, samadhi is secondary level. You need to take time. Because of it is a systematic process of gradual purification, not quickly purification, gradual purification, one after another. You got it. Just different between sensual world or sensual sphere and jhana, rupa, divine abode. Jhana is divine abode, different. Totally different. At that time, you can see clearly by yourself what you really want to know. That is according to actual practice. But theoretically, it's not easy to understand. Much better learn about little by little, theoretical way, the other way to any kind of subject. Or the Tripitaka, so Vinaya Vidhamma. Much better for you. You have a lot of chance to learn about it, to know about what you really want to know. Because you can speak well several languages, especially India. I recommend this to one book, Abhidhamma. Dr. Rewata Dhamma. At the time of Prime Minister Nehru, he can speak well Sanskrit, and also Sanskrit he make it commentary. Just only Sanskrit. Now, in India nowadays, many universities, mostly all of university, any university you can find it out. Dr. Rewata Dhamma. And so he, after writing Abhidhamma commentary, the multiple points of view, not a single point. That's good. That's Abhidhamma is very nice. Scientifically, technically, practically, systematically, canonically. So, and after writing that book, so he moved from London, England, Birmingham, some monasteries. He taken around the world again, giving Dhamma talks. He can speak well English. And a Bhikkhu Bodhi, you know Bhikkhu Bodhi, who made Abhidhamma manual, the synopsis of Abhidhamma, the summary of Abhidhamma. That is, explanation is actually that from that monk, Dr. Rewata Dhamma. And also the table, enumeration table, the chart of enumerations, Abhidhamma enumeration, like Kusala Chits, how many, Akusala Chits, how many, something like that. That chart is the first rector in Burmese, Usilananda Bhikkhu. This book, this is Usilananda Bhikkhu. So they can speak well Sanskrit. They know well Sanskrit and English and Pali. They are scholar. That's why Bhikkhu Bodhi's teachers. Both of them are Bhikkhu Bodhi's teacher. Yeah. But already. You can find it out. You can already. Manual of Abhidhamma. Manual of Abhidhamma. Or comprehensive. Yeah, Bhikkhu Bodhi, you can. That's app already, right? Offline app already. I'm sure you after class. Any question, please? You already know that, right? He already know that Ajahn Mangala. Ajahn Mangala, he gave me sweet smile, huh? So, we're going to move the last stanza. Mata pitu upadhanam Buddha darasa sanghaho Ana kula cha kamanta etam mangala mudamam. How many lines in a stanza, this stanza? Mada pitu upadhana etam mangala mudamam, one line. Buddha darasa sanghaho etam mangala mudamam, one line. Anagula ja kamanta etam mangala mudamam, one line. How many? 3 lines in a stanza. Mada Bidu Upadana, spot of mother and father, really important. You can see that, regarding this point, you can see Buddhist cultural value. Mada Bidu means mother and father. That is called parents. Upadana means servant or taking care of. Or caring for one's own mother and father. It's life as a blossom. Supreme blossom. The ultimate blessings. Serving or taking care of or serving is twofold. The next page, ordinary serving such as washing their feet. You can see in this country, all around the country. How nice, huh? I love it. He's so humble, so respectful. Their parents, elder ones. Ordinary servant, such as washing their feet, giving them a massage. Oh, there's no needless to say, this country, yeah, famous about it all around the world. Thai massage, rubbing them, bathing them, and providing them with the four requisites, etc. Spiritual servant, wow, that's how keep going on higher, deeper and deeper. Spiritual servant to establish parents and from faith, from compliance, from esteem, morality, generosity, and wisdom. Of these, spiritual servant is better, as the Buddha mentioned. There are two people which cannot easily be repaid. You can see that I usually explain that it depends on personal preference, personal spiritual level, personal dispositions may be different. It cannot be the same one to another. So cannot easily be repaid. That are mother and father. Even if one were to carry his or her mother around one shoulder and the father on the other side. This is a physically type. You can see that. And if one were to anoint, massage, bath and rub them, and even if they were to defecate and urinate right there on his or her shoulders, it's a physically type. Think about this. So comparing to both sides, physically type and spiritual types. Even if one were to establish his or her mother or father as universal monarchs of this great earth, or great ground where we live in, together with the 7 treasures, he or she would still not have done enough to repay them. You see? How much different? How different between physical type and spiritual type? Physical power and spiritual power. The same parents. But so how much different? Why is that? Parents are very helpful to their children. They raise them, nurture them, and show them the world. However, one has done enough, more than enough, to repay them if he or she encourages, establishes, and grounds unfaithful parents in faith or uncompliant parents in faith. Uncompliant parents in faith. Unvirtue parents in morality. It is making them swift attention from the bad qualities to good qualities. Unvirtue parents in morality, stingy parents in generosity, or ignorant parents in wisdom. How nice. You already know there's the two kinds of the opposite qualities, the 10 causes of unwholesome and 10 causes of wholesome. The children, their responsibility is to make their parents shift intentions from the darkness, just distorted walking of ignorance, to the bending back of the light of cognition, the good qualities about the mind. Since parents show children this world, they are called Brahma. You see, this is Brahma. What kind of term? Metaphorical term, right? We are physically here. In the traditional, you are getting into mental absorption, jhana, ecstasy. But you're mentally, you are in the Brahma world. How nice. Samadhi Satya and Paramata Satyas simultaneously taking place, putting together. So they are Brahma because they possess the four kinds of divine states. That is to say, loving kindness, metta, compassion, karuna, sympathetic joy, or appreciative joy, mudita, and equanimity, ubeka. It depends on. So you can see that inside or outside? Yeah, you already got it. We can keep going on easily taking a boat. Paubachariya. Paubachariya means Paupa Achariyas, combination word. They are the first teacher. Paupa means first. Acharya means teacher. The first teacher. Because they are the first who teach their children how to speak, how to walk, how to behave, etc. What is beneficial, what's not beneficial, something like that. Paupa Devata. This is also slash a word, metaphorical term, because of qualities. They are moral qualities, moral purity. They are those who desire benefits for the children. And the children pay respect them first. We can see that. And also Hinduism, right? The same, right? Hindu culture, because I'm familiar with it for a year. I also respect. Who teach their children how to speak? But they are those who desire benefits for the children, and the children pay respect them first. Ahuneya, they support and provide children with food, clothes, lodgings, medicine, advice, education, etc. Therefore, they are worthy of respect. How nice. It depends on the kinds of four qualities, the four qualities of the parents. Supporting parents are praised in this life by the wise and rejoiced in heaven after death. Therefore, it is regarded as a blessing. Any question, please? Think about it. What make them to be reborn in slash a war after their death? Somebody? Huh? There? That's sila. Sila. Yeah. No man, no women, no physical type. The human power is that the good qualities about the mind, universal gorgeous qualities about the mind. Think about it. No man, no woman. Where's American? Where's Canadian? Where's Asian? Just inside, not the type of physicality. It definitely type of. Actually, there's the type, not the type. They are typeless. They are formless. These are mental states, right? Absence. Yeah, absence or now. Absent now. Mental state is absent now. we cannot touch it, right? The good quality is about the mind. That's why you can hear, or maybe you can memorize it, right? Silena Sukadayandi, Silena Boga Asambada. After taking the 5 reserves every day, right? You can see that. Not only Upasada, but the 5 reserves every day that maybe especially where I live in, the people, every day. And the monks are time by time, one after another, they have to keep the matters. Including you, if you can give the matters, if you have ready to give the matters, you can do it every day. So Silena Sukadayanti, Silena Boga, Sambadas. The good qualities about the mind, this is a moral purity. Not physical type, not men, not women, not Asian, not American, not Australian, something like not Korean, not Suki or do, not physical type, just mental. Spiritual power. Human power is spiritual power. Universal conscious qualities, universal message. So any question, please, this point? The last page, time's up already. Already time's up. Idame bonyam, asawakeyam, waha hodu. Idame bonyam, nibbanasa, pachayo, hodu. Mama bonya bagam, sabasadana, bajimi, desabe, mesaman, bonya bagam, labandu. O happy ones and all beings, rejoice at the merit done by yes. And say sadhu 3 times along with us. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Suti de Hodu Sabada. Thank you so much for your given time.